Hi, everybody. This is Bill with the Charles County Public Library, and welcome to another screenwriting tip. Today, I'd like to talk a little more about motivation and conflict. In a nutshell, motivation is the object or reason that drives your main character forward to achieve a goal. In order to have a story, you need to have motivation. There are two types of motivation. The first and most important one is the outer motivation. This is the tangible goal your hero wants to achieve. For example, in Avengers Endgame, the outer motivation of our heroes is to undo the snap that Thanos created in Infinity War, eradicating 50% of all living creatures. We can see this goal. It's something that the audience can physically track. The other type of motivation is the inner motivation. While the audience may be able to see the outer motivation and goal of the hero, the inner motivation might be more subtle. This is what drives the hero forward and prevents them from giving up. Since we can't see it, it's more insightful and not as apparent to some. A good example of this is Die Hard. While McClane's outer motivation is to defeat the terrorists that have hijacked the building, his inner motivation is simply to survive. Love, loyalty, hate, greed, guilt, or even peer pressure are all examples of inner motivation that may drive your character forward. If motivation inspires your character to act, then conflict is what holds them back. Just like motivation, though, there are two types of conflict. Outer conflict are the physical obstacles that prevent the character from achieving their outer motivation or physical goal. For Indiana Jones, it might be snakes or Nazis. For Neo in the Matrix trilogy, it might be 100 Agent Smiths. In Footloose, it was a town ordinance against rock music and dancing in the form of a local preacher. Police, lawsuits, fire, aliens, evil robots, or booby traps are all obstacles in the way of your hero and are part of the outer conflict. Inner conflict is something within the hero that prevents them from achieving their goal. In The Sixth Sense, the young boy Cole struggles to deal with the fact that he sees ghosts everywhere. While he wants to cope with it, his inner conflict is the fear he feels whenever he sees them. For Bruce Willis's character Malcolm, his outer motivation is to help Cole deal with what Malcolm believes are psychological issues. His own inner conflict is that he is unsure of his abilities to accomplish this after the suicide of a former client. Also, the growing distance of his own marriage, and the fact that he doesn't realize that he himself is a ghost. Just like inner motivations, reasons like love, loyalty, hate, greed, guilt, and peer pressure can also serve as inner conflicts if they prohibit the hero from moving forward. Outer motivation and outer conflicts are essential to your story. Inner motivation and inner conflict are not absolutely necessary, but they do provide a much more rounded character for your hero. You can also provide the same approach to all of your characters, giving a more rich, more complex realism to your characters. Not everything may make it to the final draft, but the more you understand and believe in your characters, the more it will translate to the audience. That's all for this screenwriting tip. Don't forget, if you're interested in filmmaking, the Charles County Public Library has a film club that meets each month at the Waldorf West branch. Check out our website for more details. Until next time, this is Bill. Keep writing.